The pie floater is an Australian dish particularly common in Adelaide and, to a lesser degree, Sydney. It commonly consists of a traditional Australian-style meat pie, usually sitting, but sometimes submerged, sometimes upside down, in a bowl of thick pea soup made from blue boiler peas. It is usually garnished with tomato sauce, and the consumer may also add mint sauce, salt, pepper and/or malt vinegar to personal preference. The pie floater is usually purchased in the street from pie carts as a late evening meal. Anthony Bourdain, Joe Cocker, Billy Connolly, Nigel Mansell, Shane Warne and Angus Young are high-profile fans of the pie floater. In 2003, the pie floater was recognised as a South Australian heritage icon by the National Trust of Australia, but now available at a very few locations, one being the Café de Vilis. Pie carts. Pie floaters were typically purchased in the street from pie carts as a late evening meal. Pie carts are typically a form of caravan, trailer, cart, originally horse-drawn, with an elongated window along one or both sides where customers sit or, more usually, stand to eat their purchases. The pie cart was typically moved into position at lunchtime and in the evening. As traffic became busier and on-street car parking in demand, the carts evolved to have one window on the footpath side, and were moved into position after afternoon peak hour traffic had ebbed. They did business until late evening or early morning, after which they were returned to their daytime storage locations. South Australia has had pie carts in the Adelaide metropolitan area since the 1870s. In the evenings, the Norwood pie cart was located on the parade adjacent to the Norwood Town Hall. It was also the only place where members of the public could buy draft halls, Stony, ginger beer, directly from the keg. In 2003, the South Australian National Trust traced the history of the pie floater. An impressive history tracing back 130-plus years. Pea soup with meat has long been part of English culinary history, with mentions in the 19th century, including Yorkshire pea and pie supper, pea soup with eel, suet dumplings or saveloys. Dumplings in soup were known as floaters. It may have developed from those dishes, which are useful for feeding groups of people on a budget. For example at a sports match or at harvest time. In the Adelaide city centre in the 1880s, there were 13 pie carts operating in King William Street and North Terrace. By 1915 there were 9 pie carts in operation. By 1958 this had reduced to 2. Balfour's pie cart on North Terrace outside the Adelaide railway station, and Cowley's in Victoria Square outside the G.P.O. When, in 2007, the Glenelg tramline was extended from Victoria Square along King William Street and North Terrace, past the Adelaide railway station, the Balfour's pie cart was forced to close. A well-known version of the pie floater in Sydney is sold from Harry's Café de Vilis pie cart, situated in Woolloomooloo, New South Wales. Harry's Café de Vilis is listed on the National Trust Register as an historic icon, originally set near the graving docks, now Australian Naval Dockyards known as Garden Island Naval Base, Woolloomooloo, east of the Sydney Opera House. The current Café de Vilis has been permanently fixed on a masonry base for some years. Other Harry's Café de Vilis operate in the Sydney city and metropolitan area, and in the city of Newcastle, New South Wales. See also, List of legume dishes. References. External links. Excerpts from Billy Connolly's World Tour of Australia, including a description of a pie floater. Pie floater article includes a photo of the South Australian version of the pie floater.